Hey, it's Kir. Now,
Hey, it's Kir.
and hey, it's Tommy. And welcome to our August reading log. We got a few reads in this month. Not as much as usual, but it's fine. Actually, I'm lying. We did a digital read this month, which was actually pretty long. So we're definitely excited to talk about that.
Yeah, there was definitely more things that I wanted to read this month, but then I feel like I just kind of got burnt out at the end of the month, and I just kind of stopped reading.
She always does that to herself.
I was kind of flying through series for like the first 2 weeks or first 3 weeks of the month, and then I just stopped reading. So
she always does that. She'll read like a crazy amount in just 1 week, and then all of a sudden you're just
like not trying to read anything else. So
I did want to say our giveaway started. If you haven't, if you weren't able to participate or you haven't heard about it yet, I guess we'll put a card up right here, and you can check that out if you want to.
yes, go win some prizes.
Yeah, go win a prize.
So
yeah, so I guess without further ado, let's get into this reading log, right?
okay, am I going first?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay, so first I finished a series that I started last month, and that was Gantz.
Gantz, yes sir.
And one of Tommy's favorite series. It was really good. I don't really want to say too much about it because, you know, I feel like it's something that's better if you don't know what to expect when you read it. But just know that this series was pretty absurd at some points. It had some action at some points and some crazy stuff happening, and it was really good. I tried to read it a long time ago and I was not feeling it, so I stopped reading it, but then this time I really liked it. So
yeah, Kir, me and Kir, we be going through some things where I'm just like, yo, you gotta read this. She's like, no, I'm not reading it, not right now. I'm like, please. And then like, you know, when she reads it on her own, she usually likes it. So I guess I gotta take the hands off of her.
yeah, Tommy's always like, oh, you gotta read this, you gotta read it. And then whenever he tells me to read something, it's like, it just makes me not want to read it. So because he'll just keep asking me to read it, and then I'm just like, I don't want to. And so then I hate it whenever I go to read it because I'm just not wanting to really read it. But then once I'm like read it on my own, then I like it. So
Yeah.
he has good recs sometimes. So
All the time.
That's your turn.
That's all right. So I guess the series that we also both read this month was Battle Royale. Honestly, this is a series we went in with knowing, well, actually she had read the first like 3 volumes before I had ever picked it up, and she was like, she just stopped reading it. So then like this month I was like, you know what, I'm finally gonna read it, whatever. And then she's like, well, I want to finish it too. So I'm like, all right, cool, whatever.
It's fun when we both read something because then we can talk about it, and you know, it's always fun to just have someone to talk to about stuff. So when he was like, yeah, I think I'm gonna read Battle Royale, I was like, oh, all right, I guess I'll read it. So I just added it to the list of things I was reading.
Yeah, so honestly with Battle Royale, I really, it's like I enjoyed it, but I didn't enjoy it as much as I wanted to, which is weird because like honestly it was a series with basically all the stuff I was looking for. I felt like you know, there was gore, there was definitely some very bad people or very bad characters in this series, and some crazy moments, like some like,
Oh my god.
some super like you turn the page and something insane happens moments, and that was like, those moments were really good, and I really did enjoy it. I guess my whole gripe with this series, I just didn't like the main character. I guess it wasn't that I felt like he didn't do anything, because like, I mean, that's very true, but I feel like he, like, people say like Deku cries for My Hero a lot, and like, you know, that's pretty true at the beginning, but like this guy cried like 10 times more than him. I couldn't believe it. Like, he was like crying, like if he was happy, if he was sad, if anything happened, he was just crying like every time. But this series overall was pretty enjoyable.
I really liked it, but then again, I usually like everything, so that's not really saying much. But I really liked it, and some of the moments were just crazy. I was spazzing out when I was reading it, and yeah, I really liked it. So whenever he was telling me that he didn't like it as much, I was surprised because like I thought he would really like it. But yeah, once he started pointing out stuff about the main character, then I was like, okay, yeah, I kind of do like see what you were talking about. When I read it, I didn't feel that way, I guess.
Yeah, I don't have any gripes with the art, even though, you know, this guy does exist and he be looking freaky.
The art is actually really good.
Yeah, I really like the art. Like it definitely fits the tone and the style of this manga. It's not bad at all. It's just, I don't know.
And we watched the movie also. The manga is definitely better than the movie.
Yeah, they I don't even want to talk about the movie. The movie was, I guess, by itself, when it stands alone, it's like, it's straight, but I mean, in comparison to the manga, it feels like they left a lot of. It wasn't even them leaving stuff out, but a lot of stuff just didn't make sense. Like the teacher and the old girl.
That was weird.
Whatever.
There was some weird stuff going on in the movie. But next up was another read that we both read together. This was for our book club that we're in, and this was Dragon Ball, and 16 volumes for original Dragon Ball, and really good. I mean, I watched this anime a long time ago. This was the very first anime I ever watched, like in 2015, I think.
All right, don't call me a fraud. I had actually never experienced Dragon Ball before in my life. I've seen Z a million times, but never just OG Dragon Ball, which, I mean, comes as a surprise to some people. But I mean, when all that was on TV was Dragon Ball Z, that was like all I really had to experience. And I just like never felt like it was necessary to check out Dragon Ball.
Yeah, I watched this a long time ago, and I really love Dragon Ball. I always liked Dragon Ball better than I like Dragon Ball Z, which is like crazy. But yeah, I always loved Dragon Ball. And so I've always been telling Tommy all these years, like, oh yeah, Dragon Ball is like really good, Dragon Ball is really good. And he was like, I ain't never seen it.
I'll get to it someday.
Yeah, you know, like maybe one day. So then finally, like this book club that we're in is like, oh, we're gonna read classic reads. We're starting with Dragon Ball. So I was hyped because I'm just like, yes, finally, like Tommy's gonna read it, and it was really good. So
yeah, like
the comedy is great. I shouldn't have grabbed volume 16 so I could show some art or something.
Well, this is what I'll say in the meantime. Like with Dragon Ball,
I don't want to spoil.
Yeah, with Dragon Ball, you got Goku as a kid and going through, I guess, collecting the Dragon Balls for the first time and experiencing and meeting all these characters in the world. And it was honestly a really enjoyable read. Like Toriyama, 2 thumbs up. Like
it's so good. The comedy is good. Like it's funny. The action's good.
Yeah,
like
a lot of people.
Everything's good. I mean, this is a solid series. Tommy said that he was gonna give it like what, like a 9.
Yeah, I think I really had no. I feel like the series had no flaws. Or OG Dragon Ball, like people always slander Toriyama for his writing or like lots of plot holes and stuff like that. But Dragon Ball
is solid. Like once you get into Z, then it's more like,
you know, stuff happens, but you know,
like he forgot certain things like that. But Dragon Ball was really good.
So next read for this month, for last month also, we have Dragon Ball Z. Kir.
I haven't started it yet.
She hasn't started it yet. She wants to binge it. We're only reading the first 9 volumes for the first week.
They're spending 3 weeks reading this series. Because it's how many? 26 volumes. So they're taking 3 weeks to read it. So I just said I would wait until last week and then read it all.
So with Dragon Ball Z, I mean, y'all should know, Dragon Ball Z is a classic. We got these characters going in. I couldn't tell you why. Go on volume 1. That doesn't even happen in volume 1.
How far are you right now?
We're in the Namek Saga. But yeah, with Dragon Ball Z, I mean, you get right into the action. Stuff picks up really fast. It gets real crazy, and it seems. I mean, obviously, if you watch the anime, you know how long it takes for things to happen, from fights to, you know, just things in general, for stuff to move. But in the manga, it moves way faster, and it's really cool to see. You know, I've watched the anime a million times, but seeing how fast it goes in comparison to the manga is definitely crazy to see. When I get to the Frieza fight, I'm just gonna see, like, because you know that
fight took forever.
That fight was like 2 hours.
All right, so last read for me. Well, we have one digital read, but other than that, physically, this is the last read for me, and that was Nana. And me and Tommy both watched this anime a while ago, and we both really loved it. And I had been wanting to read this for a long time, but I felt like I needed to be like mentally like okay because I just had a feeling like this was gonna like be a hard read for me, I guess, like, or whatever, because I felt like a lot of connection with like some of the characters in the anime, if that makes sense, like, you know. So I was definitely felt affected by the anime, so I was like, oh, let me just wait till like I'm in a really good mood and then I'll read the manga. And so as soon
wants to grab volume 21, I can't even look over her shoulder. I don't want to get spoiled.
Oh yeah, I can't even show any art. Hold on.
Yeah, like you did us all dirty.
Cut. Okay, so now I'm back. So the what do you call it? The manga was really good. I read it as soon as I read Dragon Ball, so I was like in a good, like, silly, goofy mood after Dragon Ball. So then I was like, all right, let me read Nana finally, and it was so good. And I'm trying to show some art, but like I'm trying to find like a good page. I don't know.
Is it only
Find me one.
No, don't look at me. I didn't read the manga.
So Yeah, this series was so good. I want to say that the anime went up to volume like 13 or 14 maybe. I could be like wrong, because some stuff was a little out of order from stuff that was happening in the manga.
She was telling me about it as she was reading it. She was like, okay, at this point I'm done telling you anything, like I'm done.
Yeah, so but everything's mostly the same. Like, you know, you could probably, I know some people want to like skip to the what do you call it?
Skip right to where the anime left off.
Yeah, skip right to the anime. So like, here's just some art. I know that's a lot of text on that page. That was probably not a good.
It was like this manga, whenever I go to read it, it's gonna take me a long time.
Oh, here we go.
I'm definitely cool with that, you know. Definitely a series that is gonna be enjoyed.
It was really good. I will say that I knew I was gonna like this series because I really liked the manga. I really liked the anime, and so I knew I was gonna like it. But the more I like thought about this series after I read it, the more that I was like shocked by how good the writing was. Like, honestly, because when I first finished it, I was like, well, I don't know if it's in my top 5, but like, it's definitely my top 10 or whatever. And then the more I just thought about it, the more I just thought about the writing and everything that just went into this manga. Like, it just kept going higher and higher and higher on my list, and like definitely it's in my top 5 for sure. Really, really good. Which, like, I thought my top 5 was like set forever and was never gonna change, but
Did Shahaya Fu write them?
No, definitely not. But this is really, really good, and I wish it had an ending, but obviously it does not. Hopefully one day. Hopefully one day. I know she wants to finish it really bad, so I hope so, because the way that things were going when this ends, it's like, it seems like the ending was near enough, like, you know what I'm saying, like the ending was close enough, so it's just like, oh, like I wish that I knew what was gonna happen, because there's like so much up in the air. But really, really good, really good. I don't even know what else to say.
All right, so our final read of the month, which was actually towards the beginning of the month.
It was that first thing that we read this month, actually, I think.
So, yeah, let's talk about it. It was Sidooh, which was by the same mangaka that wrote Bakuan Reto, which was that delinquent series I told you guys about in
last month, yeah.
So two people in our book club picked 2 series by the same mangaka, which is strange to see, but it was, I guess it was cool because I was already used to his art style. And yeah, it was a series we really enjoyed. It was about 2 samurai brothers that were I don't even know.
Well, basically, yeah, two brothers that were wanting to become samurai.
Right.
But it was a little different than most samurai series, because like that I've seen, because it was like a little more not modern, but like
it definitely was more modern.
Yeah, not as far back in time as like a lot of samurai series that you see. So like they had
1800s.
They had like guns and stuff and like different things like that like you wouldn't normally see like in an old samurai.
Yeah, it was definitely cool to see. I guess you see where they start, and then just I guess the progression of how, I'm gonna say how important, but like how these 2 brothers and their goals and their ambitions and aspirations evolve over time. And it was cool to see, and who they're working for and what they're working towards. It was definitely like,
this series was really, really good, and me and Tommy were both like flying through it and trying to finish it. And so keep in mind, someone picked this for a book club that is only supposed to be for like completed works, right? And the series is complete, but it's not, there is no translations for the last like 30 chapters. And it's like, what, 260 chapter series?
Yeah.
So I was actually the first one to get to the chapter, like whatever it was, 236 or 235 or something, and not able to read the next chapter. I'm just like, yo, like what's going on? And then like that's when we figured out like, yo, it's not like, there is no translations, there's no way to read the last like 30 chapters. And this is a series that came out in like 2005 or something like that, so like it's not new. It's been over for like probably almost 10 years.
They finished in 2010, so
yeah, so over 10 years. So but I will say the series was really, really good, but yeah, we just don't know how it ended, because like literally the last part of it was not, there was no way for us to read it. So
no way. I guess we'll put up some panels I guess while we're talking, so you can see some of this art and some of the stuff some of the stuff that was in the series.
The art style was really like distinct, I'll say. Like it was definitely like a little unique, and like the way that their like faces were and stuff like that.
Yeah, they had funny like lips and funny facial structures, but it was cool.
It all fit. Like it definitely all worked really well for like the manga. I feel like everything like fit, and I really was enjoying this manga. I just wish that I knew what happened, because it's one of those manga that could literally end any single way. Like there's no, it's not predictable. Like it's not like I know this is exactly what's gonna happen. I really have no idea.
Yeah, I'm just sick because I really wanted to see what was gonna happen at the end, and yeah, I won't.
There were several times in this manga where like you just did not know what was gonna happen. So I will say like that's always a good thing. I feel like, you know, it's not really that good to like have something that's super predictable. So I feel like this manga was really good because it really like things could go either way at any time, and I really like that.
Yeah, I really like that also.
So that was it for this month. That was all of our reads. If you made it this far, thank you for watching.
Yes, thank you for watching so much.
We didn't read as much, but we had a lot to say.
No, you got a lot to say.
My bad.
No, I'm playing. Yeah, but if you enjoyed that video, or if you enjoyed this video, leave us a like or anything. But we'll see you guys in the next video. So thank you so much.